Cheers everybody and welcome to my May book TBR jar poll video. Yay! We get to pick all the fun books that I get to read in May. These videos are always my favorite to make because, I don't know, it's just like a scavenger hunt. It's like a game for me and I really like that. I'm drinking right now my carrot juice mixed with pineapple juice and like about an inch of ginger tossed in, and I mixed it all together. And usually I add kale, but today I didn't have kale, so it's just what it is. It's really good, very refreshing, a little bit spicy, so if you like it, I highly recommend it. I wanted to also just kind of include or do like a little bit of a catch up on my weight loss journey because I told myself I would to be accountable, and I'm about 42 pounds down so far, so go me, I am awesome. And I get to say that because 42 pounds, that's a huge chunk of weight. I've still got a long way to go, but I'm really proud of the progress I've made so far. So yes, awesome. Okay, let me have another drink here. I needed that. Okay, throughout this video, because my phone situation hasn't changed, for whatever reason, the USB ports or whatever on my computer are not allowing my phone and my computer to connect. And so we found out that it's not my phone and the cord, it's something with my computer. So until it gets fixed, I'm gonna have to just try and do this all in one take or to press pause. So I don't get to do any fancy editing because I don't know how to do any of that on my phone. But I think it's all right. I think it'll work out in the end. So I'm gonna pick, as I usually do, about 6 books. So far this year, I've had 1 month where I did like 5, and then another 2 where I've only read like 4. So, it's not been my best start to a year, that's for sure. But we'll see if I can plow through all 6 this time, because I like having 6 books to choose from. It makes it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I have more options available to me if I do it that way. So 6 books it is, and I am looking forward to finding my next book. All right, the first prompt. I always like to try and do what people do, but I'm not very good at it. What's it say? Book of the month choice. Okay, I'll be right back with some of my book of the month from the box, like, you know what I mean, the subscription service. I'll be right back with some of those. Oh my God, I have a lot of book of the month books that I haven't read yet. This is insane. There are a couple I even found in a free library nearby, so whoa. I'm gonna go through them real fast without much description, just to show you what I have. The 13th Child, and then as I do, I'm gonna kind of veto some and not the others. This one I'm not gonna do this. I'm not feeling it right now. So we're just gonna put the 13th Child down. Let's get to the next. Our Infinite Fates. This is a maybe. I'm putting this over here. The Wild Huntress. Ooh, also a maybe. Putting you here. Famous Last Words. I'm gonna skip you for now. Passion Project. That's a maybe. Fate of the Fallen. I chose this because I like the description of it. Not a lot of people I've heard of reviewed this book, but I'm still gonna pass on it to this month. Water Moon. Ooh, yeah, I could put you in there for the maybe. The Stardust Thief. I'll put that on a no for this time because I think it might be the start of a series that I'm just not ready to start. And then the Blood Guard. I'm not going to do that one this month either. So you're going over here, and these are over here. So Water Moon is what everyone says has kind of Ghibli vibes. And it's gonna feel kind of like magical and whimsical and sweet, maybe. The cover is gorgeous. I'm not sure actually if Water Moon will be it for me this month because I'm not sure how sweet and whimsical I'm feeling. Passion Project. I haven't, I don't read a lot of contemporary fiction very often. Or romance. I mean, but the few times I have recently, they've been pretty good. So some of my kids are playing a really loud game in the background. You know, kids will be kids. I'm not one of those parents that like screams at their kids for playing. So they're just gonna be loud. It's just gonna happen. Anyway, so I have Passion Project here by London Sperry. This is a high contender. The Wild Huntress. by Emily Lloyd Jones. Why was it that something about this book? Oh, that's what it was. A friend of mine recently read a book by her that's not this book, and she gave some kind of quote from that book or showed me a little clip of it, and I thought, ooh, that sounds really good. And I don't have that book, but I do have this book, so I was thinking of giving her a shot. But I think I'm gonna pass on it this time because I'm more interested in this one, Our Infinite Fates. And the reason I want to read this one now is a lot of people are reading this kind of now as it's new, as it's fresh, and they're looking for reviews online of this book. Also, I feel like this book, from what I've heard of it, that it feels a little YA. It feels a little easy breezy. It's not that long looking. And honestly, that's been my struggle this last month with my books. They're all over like 450 pages and over. So I feel like I need some books that are like around 300 pages, or, you know, to get me a little bit of my confidence back. Just to give me that shot. So I'm going to choose between these two, and I think I'm going to pick Our Infinite Fates for my first book. Yay! Oh, I think I put, did I put the tag right back in there? Oh my gosh, I might have. Well, if I come across it again and I pull it again, I'll just know and I'll put it in my jar. Okay, next. I'm back. I had to put all those books away. That's the problem with taking them all out to show you guys. It gets really messy really fast. Okay, next prompt. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I think this one, whatever this is, it's calling to me. It says, does it show up? A book with a blue cover. Ooh, okay. Well, I'll be back with some blue books. Well, I've done the same spiel 2 times now. The first time I did it, it's because I didn't press pause like I thought I did. I had pressed stop, and so I had to restart. I was like, well, I can at least edit it together, and that's fine. And that I made a huge mistake. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just erase that and we'll just start again. The second time I restarted it, oh my gosh, I didn't actually press play. It was just me talking to the camera and nothing was recording. And the third time, because my kids were fighting and there was lots of loud noise and screaming, and it was to the point of being disruptive. So I was like, okay, so here we are. I do have a blue book to show you. I'm not going to do the whole spiel where I show all the different blue books I chose, because that's just, I don't think I can do it a third time without feeling redundant. But here we go. This is the book I chose. It is The Bitter Twins by Jen Williams. I feel like I've said that before. And this book is fantastic. The series is fantastic. It's part of the Winnowing trilogy. I believe that's what it's called. It takes like 150 or so pages to really even understand what's happening in that first book, the Ninth Reign. And it kind of is slowly revealed to you in letters, in chapter beginnings, as you go on through the book. And slowly this world just becomes so rich and so real and so fantastic. And before I lose the knowledge of this world, because it is complex, I decided to pick this as my blue book choice, because I don't want to forget what I've already read. Because it would be a tragedy, because I really loved it. So it's going to be a really hard read. And my goal this month of May was to find some easier books to read. So hopefully in the next few choices, I find one that actually fits the bill, and then I don't feel like I'm too overwhelmed again. Because in the last month, in April, I didn't make it through all my books, and there were such great books, but they were all kind of chunky. At least most of them were, and the ones I read. And so I didn't want to like feel overloaded again, because I had like Easter and kids things at school and gardening, because it's spring, you have to do it now. So my reading time was cut down, and then they were all so big. So I was like, let's make some books this month that are easy to read and shorter, and then I'll feel more accomplished. But anyway, this does not fit that. This is going to be a challenge, and so I need to make sure the next choices I have are easy. Please be kind to me, TBR Jar. as I choose my fate. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I choose. Oh, we did this one. This is one that fell into the jar. This is a book with snow or winter themes. And I did that. That was my very first month. So I'm going to pull this out for now because that was in like my very first TBR jar video. Or no, my very first, I don't think I did a jar. I did it like through scrolling through my book. And I picked Snow Globe. So I'm not going to do that this month. I'm going to choose another one. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, this is a big knot of them. They're all tangled together. I'm going to untangle it. Yeah. Okay. We'll choose this. Oh, what's this? It's green. It says, oh, random number generator on the book cart. Okay, so that's going to take a little bit of prep work. I'm going to get my cart over here and set up, and then I'm going to find my, not my phone, my tablet, so I can use a number generator. Pause. All right, I have my little generator set up ready, and there are 38 books on my TBR cart, which I'll show you, is right here. And I will find a book. Okay. I'm gonna hit the generate button and oh, see what I get. 33. Oh my. Okay, so if that's 38, then that's 37, 36, 35, 34, 33. Oh my God. Oh, this is awesome. Red Rising. It's going to be a start of a whole new series for me. Why am I doing this to myself? I have so many series to read. But this is supposed to be so good, and it sounds right up my alley. Red Rising. Are you serious? Here I go. The good news is this book seems to be, it's under 400 pages. So that's a plus. And let's see here what it's about real quick if I can find a description. His wife taken, his people enslaved. Driven by a longing for justice and the memory of lost love, Darrow will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if he must become one of them to do so. Ooh, that does sound really good. I kind of know that it has like a science fiction vibes, but also like some kind of like military, overthrow the government type, regime type stuff going on in there, which is, I always love that kind of political stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. This is a fantastic choice. I'm really nervous. I hope I like it because I know it's a lot of people's favorites, and I think it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a whole new thing. I just have that feeling. You know what I mean? Okay, so next book. That's 3. I've decided I'm gonna do 7 books on my TBR. I think 6 was what I was originally gonna do. I'm gonna put 7, and then I can choose between those 7. I'm probably not gonna read all 7. My streak so far has just been 4 a month, like I've said. But sometimes I do 5 or 6, and then I'll get kind of a choice between what I read, which I like. I also have a book I'm supposed to be reading that a friend wrote, and he wants me to proofread, so I will try and get around to doing that. I'm just really flaky, and he knows that, so hopefully he'll forgive me if I am slow at reading that one. Okay, so here we go. The next book. Oh, and I also am going to choose a personal choice book. And I'm going to save my mood book, you know, maybe at the end of May, if I even get to it. And I would probably choose one of the books I didn't finish this month because I really like my April TBR. Okay, so here we go. What do I have? I have a book with a landscape on the cover. Okay, a book with landscape on the cover. I will be back with some options. Okay, I have some really good options for the landscape. I'm kind of nervous to see which one I choose. I have one I really want to read, like one I really, really, really want to read, but it's not small. It won't be small. So Okay, let me show you the few that I chose. The books I have with landscapes anyway. So first I have a book called Feybound by Sarah El-Arifi, or Al-Arifi. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. It's an absolutely beautiful cover. I think that's why I bought it in the first place. It's going to be another Fey romantasy wartime political thing. I believe there is some queer rap inside. I could be wrong. And it's gonna probably have some level of spice. I'm not exactly sure what level yet, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting for this book. I'm not really feeling it, honestly, right now. I had a couple bad spells with books like that recently, so I'm like, I'm not vibing with it right now. There are times in my life where that's what I crave and that's what I want, and that's when I'll pick that book. But this is not one of those times, so we're gonna put you to the side. The other book is Thorn Hedge, which is super small, which is super tempting. One, I love Tegan Fisher. I think her writing is fantastic. The landscape is off here into the background. You can kind of see the mountains and things. I could really, I mean, this is like 101 pages, 111 pages, I don't know, something really small. It's something that would make me feel so good about myself. Like I can do something. I can read a book in a day. But I'm still not sure because there's also this. Does this count as a landscape? I'm holding it upside down. This side right here. There's mountains and water, and this is like the broken, the remnants of a city on an island that was destroyed by the gods a while back or whatever. Anyway, this is The Ragpicker King by Cassandra Clare. This is book 2 in her Swordcatcher series, which I did end up reading. That was one of the ones I read in April. Spoiler. So I loved it, and I really want to continue with the series. So the only downfall, this is not a, like, this is like, what is this, 550 pages or so of reading or more. And it's not like light reading, so it will take me some time. However, oh my God, I really want to continue this story. I really do. I need to know. I need to know what happens. I need to know who. I'm not even clear on the romantic pairing yet for this book series. It's kind of like slowly unveiling itself, but it could go either way, and I'm really curious. And I don't want to give any spoilers because if you haven't read it, you wouldn't know. But oh, I can't wait to tell you my review of book 1. Anyway, book 2, Thorn Hedge or Feybound. And there are some others here that are an option, but really, who am I kidding? I'm gonna pick Cassandra Clare's The Ragpicker King because I have to, because this is destiny. Okay, so my stack is looking super hella thick, and that's not what I was going for. So you guys need to, I don't know, pray for me. Do whatever you do. Have good vibes, good juju. I'm gonna try my best here. Come on. Something that is perfect for me right now would be a nice, short, easy book. Oh my goodness. My kid is gonna freak out. Her card got chosen, and she's gonna love that. It says, a book Emma picks for you. Well, I'm gonna have to ask my daughter Emma for a book. Whoa, I have a lot of books. I hope she doesn't take too long. I'll press pause. Okay, this time I press play. So Emma, why did you choose this book for me?
Well, I chose it because it has fantasy and it's very romantic.
Yeah, it is romantic. What do you think of the cover?
It has a very pretty cover.
It does. I would have picked this too if I was a kid because I love the colors red and gold. Thank you, Emma.
Bye.
Bye. So she chose for me The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lay, and I'm super excited. This is one of my Owl Crate books that I got recently, and it's just super fancy. And I can't wait to read the little note from the author. Everything about this was gorgeous, so I cannot wait. I wonder how many pages this is. This is going to be under 400 pages, so it's doable. I think the writing isn't too bad either. So, there we go. That's a new one. That's nice. Thank you, Emma. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was going to pick 7, so that's 2 more I need. Okay, wish me luck. Oh my god, there's so many books I really want to read. I did get 2 of my most wanted reads on here, though. So there's that. I don't know what this is. It says, what does it say? A book you found in a little library. Oh Lord, there's not a whole lot of those. Oh, there's not a whole lot of those. They're gonna be harder reads too. Why is it doing this to me? Okay, I think I know which one. I do know which book I'll pick. Oof, these are so many. These are so thick. Why are all the books I'm choosing thick? I need a smaller book. Like a small book. Oh well, okay. A book from a little library, book 6. Okay, so I have 2 books here that I got from a little library. I have more. I didn't want to dig through all of them because I don't remember all of them. But these 2 stood out in my brain. One of them is really good sounding, but again, it's a tome. It's not a real tome, but it's definitely over 400, maybe around 450 pages. And considering all the other ones I have that are like that, I don't think I'll be able to read that many books in the month of May, knowing myself, especially because it's my daughter's birthday month, and it'll be the end of the school year, so there'll be all these school activities. I know it's going to be chaos. So I'm going to pass on Hail Mary, even though several of my in-town friends have mentioned this book to me and said that I would love it. Oh, here's a little card. What happened to this? Oh, excuse me. That was the Emma Picks a Book tab. But anyway, this is going to be a no-go for me. We're going to skip it, and we're going to instead do this book, A Deadly Education. And technically, I did buy a paperback version of this a while ago, and I hadn't read it. But then in a free library, I found a perfect condition hardcover. Like, there was absolutely flawless. There's nothing wrong with this cover. And so I said, yes, I will take this and replace it with mine, which I did. And so, so I got this beautiful edition of that book, and I'm really excited to read it. I am. I love Naomi Novik. It's some kind of dark academia, magic school vibe is what I'm getting from this book. I know that her writing can feel heavy, so even though the pages are shorter, like it's like 313, 314 pages long, this book, I feel like the print is kind of fine, and I know that the words are going to be more. If it's Naomi Novik, usually they're a little heavy, like I said, so it'll go slower for me. But I think I can handle it. I think it'll be okay. It's better than a massive, massive, massive book. Okay, I have one more book to choose. Oh, I have a bunch of books that I set over here in hopes that I get one. But anyway, so here we go. We're gonna choose another one. I don't need to pause. Dun, 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 dun. This is the Jumanji sound. Okay, what is this? This one, whatever this is, it's calling to me. It's red. Ooh. Ooh. It says a book about Fae. So it has to have Fae in it. And I think I know what I'm going to pick. But maybe not. Let me check. There's a couple. Pause. Right. So I'm going to bring this back. It's Sylvia Mercedes Enthralled. Well, actually, I don't know if I bring back because this might not have made the cut in my Blue Books choices. This is one of the books for my Blue Books choices that didn't make the grade because I chose The Bitter Twins instead. But this cover, despite being really cringe, it doesn't really show what this book is about. This book is a really kind of slow burn, enemies to lovers romance. There's a library with monsters and creatures and cute little trolls. and it's a whole giant cool story. Book 4 was a little but you know what? This is book 5, and it'll finish off a 5-book series for me, and then I'll be able to check that box off on my series list, which is great because I am in the middle of like over 30 series, I think 33, 38, somewhere, I don't know, some large number of book series that I haven't finished. So this will help me accomplish something with my life. So it's going to be Enthralled by Sylvia Mercedes. Ignore the cringe cover art. And just imagine that instead you see a beautiful library with monsters coming out in books, and then yes, a woman and a man. And I guess in this one they're finally, you know, smoochy smoochy. Okay, the end. Let me show you what I've chosen. These are my 7 choices, and oh my god, it's a huge stack. Look at this thing. And I'm also going to do a mood read. I'm going to allow myself like a mood read. So if I am in the middle of the month and I just can't, like I'm in a slump again, then I can pick up a book that I'm craving, that I really want to read. And there is definitely a book or two from my last month that I didn't get around to that I wish I had. And so those books may be the books I choose. And so you might see them pop up in May's book reviews. So anyway, here is my giant stack of books. Dun, dun, dun. And I'll go over them with you real quick because I thought this was a good idea and I thought I should start doing this. So this is A Book with Faye, Enthralled by Sylvia Mercedes. A book I found in a little library, Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, or A Deadly Education. A book Emma chooses for me, The Last Blood Carver by Vanessa Lay. A book with a landscape. I really stretched it for this one because it was on the opposite side there like that, but it counts. By Cassandra Clare, The Ragpicker King. Book number 33 via a random number generator for my TBR cart. Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Oh my god, it's gonna be nuts. A book that has a blue cover, The Bitter Twins by Jen Williams. And since the start of my video, which was so long ago, The Clouds Have Come, Now the Sky is Gray, Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. A book of the month book. Yay! I did it. I did my little thing. I'm so excited. This is a huge stack. Man, I would be very impressed if I got through all of these. But chances are, knowing my streak lately, I'll probably get through 4. Hopefully 5 or 6. I wonder which ones will make the grade. It's always so random because sometimes I choose with the book I think I'm going to least like. And I see, and that sometimes it works out, like it ends up being a favorite. And sometimes it just helps me push through the hardest one to push through. And then I still have great books left to choose from. Does that make sense? If I were to pick one to read right away, out of all of these, it would probably be The Ragpicker King. I really want to move on with that series. I'm so excited about it. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching my videos. Hopefully I can find a way to merge them. Since my computer isn't accepting videos from my phone, it's not my phone or my phone cord, it's my actual like USB ports on the computer that are messed up. So, but my husband's computer works fine, so maybe we can work something out with him. Anyway, have a great day. Thank you for being with me. I'm gonna finish my ginger pineapple carrot juice health drink. This is like my 2nd glass of it, but it's really good. I like it. And then I'm going to make kids dinner and I'm going to have a nice, relaxing Saturday evening. Maybe we can all watch a movie in the living room. I think that'll be really great. Okay. Anyway, tell me in the comments below if you've read any of these books, if you have any favorites, if there are any books you're like, man, I really wish you'd chosen this one, or I wish you had this book to read because this book is the best. just let me know in the comments below. I'm going to keep saying that. Nobody ever does that. But one of these days, someone's going to watch a video of mine and actually answer a question at the end. That's my goal, my dream come true. All right. See you later. Bye.